cheese. Mill. I just want all of you to know that I looked really hard at my numpad and went, I don't know which one of you does anything, but now I'm afraid to press any buttons because for a brief moment I could not remember what number was unmute. But it's fine now and I'm okay. Anyways, hello, hello, hello. Happy Tuesday. It is time for me to speed run building. What number was it? 7. But 7 isn't always my mute-unmute button, which really messed with me. And I think it was because I was recently in a call and my brain was like, yeah, it's that other number on the other end of the keyboard that you use to mute and unmute in Discord. It isn't. I know nothing of Terraria, but I assume it's out because YouTube keeps trying to make me watch Terraria in my sleep. So I knew that there was an update coming out because they did like the yearly, I don't know what to call it. They do like a yearly thing for Terraria where they're like, this is all the stuff we're working on. And I saw that they had done that a while ago and then I just didn't follow up on when it was gonna happen. Oh, they're still Stan in the bottom. Is Stan in the right place to be in the bar for Hytale? This is incredibly important news I must figure out. No, he's definitely in the wrong spot. Oh, he's so close. Oh, he's so close. Stan, come here. Nope, not you. You. You're this now. Perfect. He fits so nicely in the box. I think about the Switch 2 Skyrim trailer more than I should. Why are you thinking about it that hard? Stop thinking about it. Also, I'm gonna turn off some of the ambient music. Ambient music? Ambient sound. I don't need it when I'm playing in this mode, and also this probably needs to be turned down a little bit in general. Save. Actually, hold on. I desperately need to check and make sure that this works. Okay, so for anybody that updated their Hytale recently, I just need to make sure that you know this. I need to make sure that you know this if you build in creative at all and you have a creative world. Actually, I might still have a world that's cursed. Hold on. Are you still cursed? You might be cursed still. Yeah. Oh no, you're fixed now too. Okay, so they put out a small patch today that might have fixed the issue, but there was an issue where I loaded up. I spent like 30 minutes trying to figure out what was going on yesterday. Because my brain was like, well, I want to work on something, and then it wasn't working correctly, and then I had to figure out what the problem was. What would happen is that every time I opened up to this menu right here, where you would normally have a block menu right here, there was nothing. It was just a bar across the screen, and every time I would go into the creative tools and then go give me my builder tools, it would give me nothing. It would give me literally nothing. And it was very upsetting. But it seems like it's fixed now. If you are still having the issue, I just put myself into game mode adventure. Which, that's fine. And then back into creative, and then it was fine. But also if you do that, you need to remember to go and turn off and on again your Fulbright. Otherwise, it fights you. Anyways, there's another setting I need. I want to see all of my block placement preview. Perfect. I want this. This is what I want. I want to see where the blocks are always going. Anyways, hi everybody. Oh, I'm in the floor. I don't know why I'm in the floor, but it's fine. Welcome to my tower, which I guess I did work on off stream, but it's been long enough that I forgot that I did it. So the last time you saw it, there was a whole bunch of glowing stones on the front of it, and I don't think I'd completely fleshed out the arches yet. But I have now, and now they have spikes on the bottom of them. And giant chains! Because I found a giant chain block. Is it G? It is. I'm throwing out all the blocks in my hand because I don't care. Go onto the floor, blocks. Be gone with ye. I also broke a tree the last time I opened this. That's why there's hundreds of blocks in my inventory. It's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Anyways, do you want to see my favorite new block that I found when I was looking at things for doing this drawbridge portion? You don't get a choice. Diagonal chain block, which apparently doesn't show in my hands correctly. Nope, not that one. Not that one. How do I look at me? Like this. Where is it? Oh. Apparently it's inside of your body when you're holding it. But that's fine, because that's not really the part that I'm interested in. So you have to do this one really funky in order to get it to place correctly, but... like, that's neat. This makes me happy. This does something good to the brain. Okay. I was going to keep doing programming, but my willingness to learn Box 2D is rapidly diminishing. Instead, you could think about blocks. Woo, why are you asking people if they're eating salt licks? They're not horses. Okay, so it's 2-3. My plan today is simple. My plan today is to cry, I think. I don't actually know what I'm doing. Can I have cube of salt? No, but I think there is a salt item. Never mind, you can have a salt block. Okay, chat, here's your salt block. That's yours. That's yours and you get to have that. I'm in the floor. Oh yeah, do you guys want to see the fish? Wait, I can go faster. How do I go faster? This. So this was like one of the things I did is I worked on some of that. I've also been immediately distracted, and then I filled the lake full of things. Are they going to be here forever? I don't think so, but these guys make me happy, so I'm gonna leave them here. Until I find other things. Should we look through some of the... Hold on. Spawn entity. What other things are in here? Let's not put an antelope in there. Bluegill. We could put a bluegill in there. Are there gar? Hold on, wait. I might have just found a thing I need to do. There are no gar, so we cannot put a gar in here. Which is very sad. We can put hatworm in there. We can put the lady in there. A moose? Moufloon? They're so cute. They're so cute. They're so precious. They're so stupid. Is there anything else? I could put piranha. I could put piranha. 10. I don't know if the piranhas will eat anything else, but we'll find out, I guess. Okay, well, I've added to the population of the lake again. That's fine. I don't know what happened to the bluebird. They're somewhere, I guess. Yum. Okay, back to building. My goal today is really to just get the blueprint of what the building would have looked like very, very loosely. I don't want to work on making this like super detailed in terms of like doing the individual rooms, because at the end of the day, what's going to end up happening with these towers, one of these towers is actually going to get taller. I think I can't do that. How do I, oh, I can use this. This left-hand tower on the screen is probably going to get a little bit taller. and then this right-hand one is probably going to get cut off like right there, maybe a little bit higher. So really what I want to do is make a general floor plan that we can divvy up into a couple of different things and have like a general note of like what each room would have looked like, so that when I go and I take this and I put it all the way over here inside of this area, I will be able to then go through, and I might even end up using this VOD as like reference, but what I want to be able to do is plonk that down, go through all the notes for all the different floors, and then be able to then more finely furnish everything and get it roughly where I need it to be. Which means that we have to figure out how the entrances would work here. Now I'm assuming that we would have some sort of door, but maybe the door would be on this side. It is a 2 wide space, so we can use normal doors and they will open like normal. I do wish there was a 2 wide but 3 tall door that we could use. But they hate us. Okay, thank you for giving me the Doomed Outlander battle axe. That's definitely what I need. What door looks like it would fit the best? Is this a big door? What are you? Oh. Excuse me? Okay, well you kind of broke. Hold on. Never mind, I think that's perfect. Oh. Yes, okay, big doors. Actually, I'm not gonna try to recreate this all at the same time. It's fine, it doesn't matter. Everything's great. Everything's fantastic. I love big door. I love big door. Also, Mother Please is one of my favorite things that the rats have done. Why am I no-clipping? Do I have no-clip on? Yes. Oh, thank God, I run into walls now. Okay, so if we have that there, then what we should do is just go ahead and fill in this space. Because I don't... We'll do something in here to spawn-proof that, but I'm not going to worry about that right now. We're going to worry about making sure that this is a actually, like, decent-ish looking spot. Is spawn-proofing a thing in this game? No, but it will make my brain happier if I put light inside of the dark spaces so that when spawn-proofing becomes a thing in this game, and hopefully it works in a similar way to Minecraft where if you have enough lights, it's fine. It will just make me feel better. I haven't figured out the spawning rules yet. So as far as I can tell, it looks to me like hostile mobs basically always have spawners, but not physical spawners in the worlds here, if that makes sense. Like, I've noticed that if I am existing in a space long enough, sometimes I will get a group of like 3 bears that will appear in roughly the same location, and if I get rid of all of them, a new one will still spawn in that same general vicinity. And then obviously like the camps and the other like structures spawn mobs regularly. So I think there is like a fixed spawn position so far, which I kind of hope they change. I kind of hope they change it because I don't want early Minecraft. I don't know how to explain this succinctly. I don't want early Minecraft where you can get tons of things spawning all over the place all the time. But I need something more variety-wise than me knowing that that corner of that river, right around this bend from this hill, is where the bear spawns. As much as I also like that, I don't want that. I want something else. Also, I need something cobblestone because I don't like the way that this looks. Can I? Oh yeah, no, I just can straight up do that. I mean, it looks hideous on the ends, but like... Actually, no, that looks kind of sick. Never mind, we're doing that. Hold on, we're gonna play with this. It doesn't have to make sense. It just has to look neat. Wow. Oh, wait, hold on. Ooh. I can get weird things to happen. I think we'll leave it so that we have the space underneath. I still want to leave this area looking the way it is. Mostly. There is a little bit of Z fighting on the corners, but that's... I mean, Minecraft's like that sometimes too anyways. You still get Z fighting on iron bars all the time, which is really obnoxious. Oh yeah, speaking of Minecraft, I know that I shared it in the Discord already, but I wanted to know what people thought of the fact that you are now able to make forever babies in Minecraft. And by forever babies, I mean you feed a baby animal an object and then you have forever a baby. Because I'm actually, like, of all the things that they're doing, I have other gripes with Minecraft right now, but I really, really like that. And I know it sounds a little bit ridiculous, but I really do like that. Vertical. Wait. Hey? Where do I use you? That's cute, but also, why? Can I only use it above a block? Can I use it right here? No. But okay, hold on. I can't use it right there, but I can use it here. Okay, whatever. Should have been honeycomb, like copper, wax the child. Okay, but at least it's better than poisoning the child. Corners on all the corner versions of blocks are wonky in this game. I don't super love the fence corners. It's one of those, like, things that'll get ironed out. Why can I set you right here? Why can't I set you right here? Why do you hate me? Why do you hate me? Why can I set it on top of things? This is stupid. I hate this. I'm gonna grab this one instead. Can I put this on stuff? Yeah, no, they don't care about this one. But I don't like the texture of that one. I wanted the cool hangy down one. Okay, is there anything else that I wanted to do? I guess I could actually use the stairs here, or not the stairs here, the roofing here as like an actual roof. So it makes a little bit more sense. Okay. I need dirt. Okay, the dirt is burned. Actually, what was the... Yum. Oh, I'm so bouncy. Needled soil, dry mud, and soil pathway. Oh, this is a delightful way to move around in creative. Just run, but turn up the speed real fast. So what I want to do is figure out some sort of good way into an inside textures, but also using things like the needled soil and stuff in order to make it fit in with what the pathway will be as well. Pebbles would probably look good. I don't know if there's another, like... Maybe gravel instead? Gravel would be a less harsh thing. Car returns, mother, please. Okay, you can have that one. That's all it's going to say. Do I want... I don't want red. Okay, we're going to go steal a path block, or a path brush. I know I have one in here. I do. Whoop. So for our path blocks, this one actually does have kind of what we need, but also not really. I don't want... Get rid of. How do I get rid of you? Okay, that works. Needled soil there. We're gonna add in 2 things of gravel, and we'll leave the grass there. This should be a small enough radius that it shouldn't bother anything, but if it does start breaking everything, I guess I will cry. Oh, it does not want to use this. Am I... Are you upset with me? What are you upset with? Do I need a new path block? Gimme. Path. But actually don't really need an outline. Bop. Bop. Do you guys think that there might be a problem with the brush? Maybe. Hi, Anne. You're fine. I want a mask on this one. Only for that. Okay, nope, you are just straight up broken. Woo, you do not need a salt lick. No, you don't need to go do research. You do not need a salt lick. Just go get a salt lamp. If you desperately want a salt lick, well, okay, actually, hold on. I take this back. Okay, Woo, we're gonna have a conversation right here. You don't need a salt lick. They're $12. Okay, but it's also made for animal consumption and not for you. Not for you. Do not consume things that are made for animals. Because, although sometimes they are safe for human consumption, they are sometimes also not safe for human consumption. Just go find a giant piece of rock salt. This is like that one summer where everybody was talking about drinking horse electrolytes. Did they need to be doing that? No, they did not need to be doing that. Were they doing it? Unfortunately, yes. Drinking what? Horse electrolytes. Or sheep electrolytes. I don't honestly remember which one it was. But either way, it's not good for you. How do I easily clear you? Clear. Perfect. Not that one. What's the button I need? Change selection size. Delete. This one. It was horse? It doesn't even matter. What does that even theoretically do? What people were doing was they were trying to get electrolytes but in a cheaper medium, and you could buy a bucket of horse electrolytes for way cheaper than you could get like Gatorade and stuff. That does not make it better. We're gonna go ahead and put gravel under there. Speedrun? Only kind of, but hi Star, hope you're doing well. I could be using a brush to make this work better, but this is the part of placing down things that makes my brain happy, so we're just going to let my brain be happy for a moment. I mean, no. Woo. The reason why that is not good to do is because you are not a horse. You are not made for the horse electrolytes. You do not need the horse electrolytes. You should not be consuming the horse electrolytes. You don't need it. How much of it were they ingesting? It does not matter. It does not matter. What horses need and what humans need are two different things. It does not matter. It also matters because there are different things that humans need over horses. Garpons are what we need. I just need Gar in this video game. I made a giant F. F. I'm keeping this. Sorry for the flashbang. F for fuck, yeah. Actually, you know what I haven't tried to find yet? Where's the builder tool that lets you put everything on a plane? Unless that's not out yet. If that's not out yet, that's fine, and I'll be sad about it, but I want to put everything on a plane. Is it the layer tool brush? Hello, is it you? Nope. Undo. Where would it have been? Scatter. Nope. That's an anchor block. Nope. Okay, we'll never find it, but that's okay, because I don't need it, because I have this. We're gonna use the gravel as well in the path up to this, so it will fit in thematically. It's just about making sure that we are hitting everything correctly. Zero, that's not even a D's nuts joke. You just said gravel D's paths. Warp. I love the make this not a pattern urge that makes it a pattern. Well, there's some like interesting things that you can do in building in Minecraft that require you to essentially use like kind of patterns or repeating shapes in order to make not patterns look better. And I'm sure I will get through the process of this at some point and have made it look a lot nicer and a lot messier. But for now, I'm just trying to get the amount of blocks correct so that I can then turn around and replace every piece of gravel ever, even though I could be doing this with a brush. But I won't, because unknown. Soil pathway. Cracked mud. It's because sodium is an electrolyte, and electrolyte imbalances equals very bad and can either kill you and or make you feel like you're going to die. Yes. And it works either way. You can consume too much electrolyte and hurt yourself that way. Why is he kind of salmon shaped? You can fix this. You can fix him. I love my giant cursed doors. Okay. I both want to ask and don't want to ask what regular and horny salmon shapes means. But instead I'm going to just exist in my peaceful unawareness of what is going on. I'm still going to exist in my peaceful unawareness of what is going on. And I'm going to ignore every single time any of you try to explain to me why the salmon are like that when they're horny. Instead, I'm going to talk at length at you about Ray Bradbury, because I've been having a plethora of Ray Bradbury thoughts recently. So I shared a video with the rats, like yesterday. No, yesterday? The day before? One of these days. That is about The Empty Room. The Future is an Empty Room by Jacob Geller. Still highly recommend it. Would definitely say that it is still worth the watch. And although it is largely a conversation about video games and the future, he spends an amount of time at the end talking about 2 short stories by Ray Bradbury. The first is The Veldt, which is spelled V-E-L-D-T. And it is a story about a family living in a smart house. Like, legitimately, this is a smart house. This is like I'm trying to remember. What's the Disney Channel movie where the house, is it just Smart House? Where the house has an AI in it and then it takes over the house because it wants to be alive and wants to be part of the family and they keep trying to turn it off. It's like that kind of house, but it is focused on the fact that the kids in the house become addicted to an unhealthy degree what is the nursery. And now this is not a nursery like a normal nursery. This is a room that is like all screens on all sides, that is like so photorealistic that it feels like you're there. It pipes in smells, it changes the temperature, it does all sorts of things in order to make the room as like much like you are in that place as possible. Now, I need to remind everybody, this story, written by Ray Bradbury, is from the 1950s. He wrote this in the 1950s and was basically talking about VR. Anyways, the premise of the story is that the parents are getting very concerned about their children's obsession with going to the African veldt and like staring at lions and things. And the ending of the story is the fact that the kids might not have killed their parents. And it's this story paired with his other short story from around the same time. He has a story called There Will Come Soft Rains, which is about the same kind of house where the people have died theoretically in some sort of like nuclear war. Like, you literally have the burnt imprint of the family outside playing. You have the father mowing, the wife reaching down to pick a flower, the kids throwing a ball between them. And that is the imprint on the side of the house. Now, the ending of the video made me think that this was like not actually the date that was in the story. No, do you guys want to know what date is repeated throughout the entire story of There Will Come Soft Rains? August 6th, 2026. Which is such a weird thing to read what is essentially like sci-fi that is very, very close to where we are right now and yet very far away from where we are. But it got me thinking because Ray Bradbury in Fahrenheit 451 also has you talk about it being television, but also if you look at it really hard, it is basically also the idea of VR again. There is still that room that is all screens that you sit in and you can experience things in. And I have been endlessly fascinated with Ray Bradbury's obsession with rooms that are all screens. And I want to do, like, not even for anybody else, just for myself, literature analysis on the various like sci-fi ideas about entertainment that Ray Bradbury has throughout his stories. Did he predict gamer rooms? No, I don't think they had a concept of video games, but they had a concept of like experiencing worlds that were not physically nearby through these spaces, or the news or things like that through spaces like this. So yes and no. I'm sure Ray Bradbury would have a field day with this year. And everything that's going on. For a multitude of reasons, but mainly for the fact that VR exists and the weird ways in which we use it. What happened to him? Ray Bradbury? I don't know. I don't know anything about his history. Should we look up the Wikipedia for Ray Bradbury? Wikipedia Ray Bradbury. When did he die? Why isn't he writing now? Because he died in 2012. He died in 2012? Balls updated. I did see that star. I'm very excited to play that. He died? Yes! He was born in 1920. Some of his most famous work was published in like 50s, 60s? When is Fahrenheit 451? Give me his actual bibliography. I hate these articles. Hold on. No, yeah, Fahrenheit 451 was 1953. A lot of the stuff that he did was in the 50s. He did some stuff in the 90s, and apparently even some stuff in the early 2000s. That's so wild! I never thought about Ray Bradbury as somebody that existed at the same time as me. And he lived in Illinois? I have to ask my dad if he knew where Ray Bradbury lived. Not that my dad would know, but maybe he would know. Wait, my dragons! Sorry, hold on. You have to sit here for a second because I just remembered that my dig site is done and I have a problem with dragons. The fact is that I don't have enough dragons and I would like more dragons. Outlasted Ray Bradbury? No. You could have done a collab with Ray Bradbury. Yes, at the ripe age of, like, when I was a teenager, and he would have been his 80s. I don't think he would have ever worked with a teenager like me. It would have been cool to send him a letter or something. I wish I had done that when I was in high school. Anyways, I also want to reread Brave New World recently because, I don't know. Something about the world around us makes me want to reread Brave New World. I don't think it'll make me feel better, but at least it'll be an interesting experience. I think I'm just in a classic literature phase again, which I don't know what this will mean for anything, but it will mean that I will probably come back to chat being like, hey, have you guys read this famous book from the 40s? No Longer Called Death is now unable to collab. I hate that because I hate that. I hate that. I hate that. I hate this a lot. No, because now this is gonna live in my head. In like 4 years, another content creator that I like is going to pass away or something's going to happen. And there will be an errant voice in the back of my head that will just go, man, can't collab with so-and-so anymore. No, don't say that about Phil. It's gonna be so sad when Zippy is, you know, unable to collab. Okay. I see how it is. The rats are plotting my demise as I am actively sitting here working on cool things. I see how it is. That's gonna be the new way that people, like, say, is instead of, like, in the video game, they're just gonna be like, I'm gonna make it so you can't collab with anybody. That's going to be the new thing, but it's gonna be, like, a double threat. What is Erdos number? I'm not plotting anything you can prove. Yeah, but how else- how can I spread my knowledge of how the hell Axiom does or does not work to you if I'm dead? How will I collab with you on Minecraft? I can't collab with people if I don't stream? That's not true. Collaborations aren't just on stream. Collaborations are everywhere, all at once. I'm collabing with your mom right now. The next time, oh, I'm so sad that Sneeg's gonna be gone for a while, because that would be the next your mom joke to make at Sneeg, would be to be like, I'm collaborating with your mom. That one would really throw him through a loop, I think. Oh, the bacon. Oh, yes, the degrees to bacon. I know what you're talking about, Zier. The degrees to bacon are a legitimate thing. Paul Erdos was a very famous mathematician known for showing up to other math professors' houses and going, what are you working on? Let's work on it together. Surely he's heard that before? I know, but it might be like odd enough that it will still catch him off guard. I think it might just catch him off guard. Also, I really want to play Cult of the Lamb again. But I also need to finish Little Witch in the Woods. What if I just work on like 10,000 projects at once? And also stream several things at once? I need another transition block. Is cold dirt a good transition block? What about ashen soil? No, that's gonna be too dark. Burnt dirt. Burnt dirt might be it. Nope, that did not fix anything. Cold dirt usually doesn't resonate with gender too well, but it's your transition, you do you. Thanks. We'll leave this for now. This will be a temporary thing. This at least gives me a block palette to go back to, and I can smooth some of this out later. Now, we have to deal with the inside. What about warm dirt? My options don't really include warm dirt. I do have dry dirt. Also, thank you for the pronoun check. Blossom, if you are in chat and you want to share your pronouns, now is the time to do so. I use any. Oh, I'm so glad that Ether's alive. And available to collab, apparently. It's very Thanksgiving pie looking for the path. Listen, it'll look better later. It'll look better later. There's worms in there. You know what I really want? Where is he? I just love him. Oh. You're napping. Never mind, you look scared. I killed it. I'm sorry. Okay. Oop. I don't know why you guys expected it to live. I don't know what you guys expected at all. We're on the bottom floor, so it should probably be bricks. You let the fish live? I put the fish in the lake. I can't collab anymore. You know what? Oh. Hat. Oh. Oh. Okay, well that's up there now, but sure. Do you think he's okay? You know what? He can stay at the bottom of the pool for as long as he wants. Weep. Okay. Back to this. We need to figure out a block for this. I probably need a darker stone, and I kind of want to make it bricks, but maybe let's look at the cobble colors first. I miss Outer Wilds. I could do shale. Shale might be good. The volcanic cobble might be good. Does the volcanic rock have any more variants now? It does. It has a brick variant, but it seems really light in comparison to the actual cobble version. Actually, it's not that far off from the cobble version. We'll do a tester block. And then we need this shale. I know the shale's not too far off. I think there is obsidian. Nope, I lied. There is no obsidian. Opter. This is stupid. This is... It's just me and my lobster out for a walk. Okay. That's going... Wait. Hell yeah. Okay. That's fine. It's all fine. I'm great. Everything's fine. Can I select a circle? Or is it only squares? I guess I could just select Philza Minecraft. I miss Philza. He's not dead, I just miss him. That wasn't the button I wanted. What? Why'd you unset? I guess I could have done the path this way too. We could go back and reset it with this. Oh, not that one. This one. Control Z. Shift C? Shift C. I want this one weighted less. I think this one's too samey with this. I think I actually want it to be the one that stands out a little bit more because... It's fine. And I want this to be weighted less. Yes. I accidentally replaced this, but this is fine. We're gonna put this here. Perfect. Also, thank you for the blink and the stretch and the water break tea. I hope you're doing very well. I have tea today. I'm about to make Axiom unable to collab. What are you trying to do, Time, that's causing problems? Gar and Hytale? I think Gar and Hytale is good. I'm in your home. You know what? Fair enough, I guess. I don't know what I really expected. Come on. T, are you ready to collab? Did you know that we've been introduced a new way to talk about whether or not somebody's living or dead based on the idea of like being able to collab or not? Because that's just the new thing that the rats have done today. I don't know what's wrong with us. Something is wrong with us, but it's fine. I need to stop hitting that button. Put the blocks back where they came from, or so help me. Okay. I can't do that, but I can look at the numbers I did, which is about 28 brick. Okay. Is everyone who is alive is somehow affecting what everyone else alive is doing? I don't know, I blame Ether. If you have further questions about this analogy, please go ask Ether, because I have no idea what the fuck that man is doing, other than a bajillion projects. Ether, no. Okay, hold on. That's a good one. That's a really good one. How did we not think of that before? An Ethernet collab. So Ether, if you ever wanted to make a whole bunch of collab projects, I think we have a name for you. I need to stop doing that. New YouTube channel. Yes. Is there a good way for me to do those corners, or should I just do them by hand? I don't know if I can accurately do a circle yet, so I'm not gonna try to do a circle, and I'm just gonna do this instead. I don't know how to select things. I don't know if selecting things will really work in a circle. And Ether not able to collab. I want to collab with Ether, but he hates me so. No, Ether's just picky about projects. I say like that man does not also have a bajillion of his own projects, but it is... You've talked about this before, I think, on stream, Ether. You're just picky. Is a problem help? The bajillion projects can't help you there. Yeah, Andy's a perfectionist too. Yup. And also, not everybody likes to work collaboratively. I do want to see... I want to try to set up something for a whole bunch of the rats that like to write. I don't think this is reading Ether for filth when Ether has actively said this out loud in his own streams. This is just kind of how Ether is, our. But I want to try to set up something for the rats where we can, like, set up a whole bunch of prompts or ideas to get people started, and then let people write, like, 200 words. And then from those 200 words, from that, like, basic premise, see who matches up, kind of, in their ideas for how the concept would go. And then just say, go make thing together. Even if it is like a 1,000 word story. Or better yet, take people whose ideas are very opposite of each other and go, now go make thing together. And see where they get with it. No. Oh my god, no. I forgot about Technoblade for a second, and then my brain went, Technoblade. He's unable to collab. I've done it to myself within the hour. How have I already done it to myself within the hour? How have I done this to myself? Also, I hope everybody else is having the same experience that I am with the fact that Techno's reaction to the Hytale trailer keeps getting pushed to my recommended. It keeps getting pushed to my recommended. What did you just say to Wooloo? You love C++? Object-oriented languages are cool. I wish you were unable to collab. Oh no. I forgot Hytale development is old. Yeah, it's old. Hytale old. I think Hytale is older than some of the Bedrock development that happened for Minecraft. Hold on, okay, wait. If Hytale... When was Hytale announced? Hold on, we're about to take everybody on a trip. Hytale announcement original. 2018. Okay, Minecraft wiki. Take me to the Minecraft wiki, interwebby thingy. Show me the updates. Hold on. Exploration? When was this? That's 2016. 2017 is the World of Color. Okay, so 2018. July of no, not July of 2018. When did it actually come out? No, it did. July 2018. So the same year that the Hytale trailer came out, we just got Blue Ice, the Conduit, Kelp, Seagrass, Sea Pickles, Turtles, the Trident, Prismarine, Turtle Shell, Phantom Membrane, the Heart of the Sea, the Nautilus. We got spawn eggs for all the variants of fish, and the Phantom. We got the Drowned that year. We got shipwrecks, icebergs, underwater ruins. They redid the ocean biomes. That's the same year that Hytale got released. Aren't the Drowned new? No. No, they are not. Not anymore. In my heart, horses are still new, though. So, and horses are older, so... This was the end of Hermitcraft 5, beginning of Hermitcraft 6. Yes. Also, ads are happening. I didn't notice. Sorry. Can't believe Ether is bullying a woman. I would White Knight Wooloo, but she 100% could beat Ether up. I think most of the rats could beat Ether up. Should I look up when horses were added? Just to really cement how old horses are for all of us that continuously think that horses are new. I will, don't worry, I'm already on the page. So horses were added in 1.6.1, which was the horse update and came out in 2013. Horses have been in Minecraft for over 12 years. Trader, is Tiktaalik unable to collab because it went extinct 300 million years ago? That would make it tough to collab. Oh no, this was about beating Ether up. I've moved on from horses. No, we all could beat up Ether. Anyways, I've made everybody feel old for a second. Back to building. Look, I've made a floor. Perfect. How tall do the floors need to be? What would be on the first floor of this? If we're assuming that this is some sort of like checkpoint, then maybe there needs to be some like basic stuff in the middle of this, and then maybe you have stairs that go upstairs into more things that can be blocked off, and then you go further up, and then you get into... Okay, no, hold on. Let's think about this. Probably need a basement. Oh shit, I forgot about basements. Do I need a basement? I've lost the thread of who is responding to what at this point, so I have no idea what this is in reference to. Everybody can beat up Ether. He's picky about his projects. I don't know what I'm doing in this video game. Horses were added to Minecraft in 2013. Hytale was announced the same year that the Drowned was added to the game. Golden Dandelion. That's the entire thought process right now. The Golden Dandelion isn't related, it's just where my brain is. Okay, so let's think about this. Let's think about this logically. If this is the place where people are going to be able to walk in to check in with people, then there probably needs to be a wall in the middle that blocks off half of this from public view. The other side of this will be maybe like an armory or something, or like the potential for storage or armory or something. So we need to do a wall in the middle. What are you? 1, 2, 3. Forgot about this. Can I make this work? No. How do I delete? Oh. Yeah, sure, that all works. 7. How do I get rid of you? How do I get rid of you? Okay. I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm fine. Everything is fine. 1, 2, 3. Wait, no. 1, 2, 3. It's 8. I'm just gonna make it too wide. I'm too lazy for this. Why am I... I'm stupid. Hold on. We'll get there. Oh, Okay, well, we're not gonna have it go that far, but good to know that I can do that. I don't know how tall this should be. Probably at least 1 or 2 tall than the door, and the door is 3 tall, so maybe like 5 tall? Sure. Do I need to make a disc floor that's really easy for me to select? Maybe that would be the smart thing to do. What block do I not care about? Snow. No. I care too much about the snow. Nope. Focus. Let's do light pink cloth because I'm normal and well adjusted. So it'd be on this layer. Come here. Perfect. You know what? Fuck it. Set this. Add material. No, not add material. Okay, well, I've made a really cool floor. Perfect. Could I still do this more efficiently? Probably. Will I figure it out right now? Absolutely not. I will also need to turn off the full bright so that I can see this better. What are we talking about swords about? Swords are technically rocks. No. No? How would a sword be a rock? It's been too processed. I do agree that it's closer to pottery, but it's also... it's not a rock. Unless you got really lucky and there was a rock in the shape of a sword, and then yes, that sword is a rock. I still refuse pottery sword unless it's a porcelain sword. I don't think it's pottery, but it's closer to pottery than a rock. Is a sword made from a knapped flint a rock? I would say no, because at that point you've transformed it into something else, because you also need to have a handle and other things in order for it to be useful as a sword. Like, if you make an obsidian blade, you still need a handle. So yes, you have a blade made of a rock. But the sword itself is not a rock. Am I a sword or a rock? Can this be the new gender? Can this be the new gender? Are you a sword or are you a rock? Rocks are no longer rocks when human processed? I mean, would you consider pottery dirt anymore, or clay? Once it's been processed? Also, thank you for the pronoun check again. If you're in the chat and you feel comfortable sharing your pronouns, now is the time to do so. Ether now identifies as a sword, so I guess that's a threat for everybody out there. I guess. I don't really know. And I'm a little bit scared to ask.
I am not a rock. I am a boulder, less than.
It's not a rock. It's a boulder. I miss SpongeBob. SpongeBob is also not dead. I just miss SpongeBob. Concrete is a rock? Is not a rock. Copy. I like my door. Oh, I can change these doors now. What's the door downstairs? If you were to tell me that concrete was a rock, I'd throw it at you. Unprocessed cementation is better. Pick Brickius? No. I wish to cause arson. That's not true. I wish to just exist. I know not what I am doing or who I am or what's going on. All I can think about is sci-fi lesbians. Now I'm thinking about the fantasy lesbians. This is the time that I will foist the sci-fi lesbians on everybody again. If you have not read the book, This Is How You Lose the Time War, please read the book, This Is How You Lose the Time War. Please. Please. It's such a good book. I'm still so in love with it. I'm rereading it right now and I'm almost halfway through and I've done it in a day and I just... I will not read it. I'm busy reading a vampire lesbian anthology. Read it next. It's so good. It's epistolary fiction. It's them writing messages to each other through time and space and in all sorts of mediums. Like, one of them wrote it in tea leaves and one of them wrote it in lava and another person wrote it on the bones of a fish that they found inside of an animal that they were skinning. Anyways, I'm normal. Please don't ask any more questions. I have no answers. I'm just gonna put this over here. That's for me. I can use that to help me do things. We'll put a spare one over there. Okay, I want iron. I don't want horizontal iron bars. Where are the- oh, right there. Is this what I want? Maybe. Is this- where am I? Where am I? Okay, right here. I hate that I can reach all the way up there. I need to turn down my reach distance so I can stop reaching up there, but it's really also very funny. So the idea would be that it would look like you could maybe open this up and then you'd be able to like get through over to the other side and then we'll have a couple of smaller doors like back here. I need slabs. I miss the sci-fi lesbians. They're not gone, I just miss them. What was the wood type that I was using? Either you doing okay? I'm in a weird mood tonight. Would it help more if I talked to you about how in the 1950s Ray Bradbury invented basically the idea of- well, he didn't invent it, but he talked at length about the idea of sci-fi? Even though he didn't- it didn't exist and TVs didn't really exist? It's hardwood. We need hardwood. I'm just still thinking about it. It's so fascinating that it happened that way. Wee! Okay. Hardwood. That's redwood. Hardwood? What we'll do is we'll put... maybe it's like a... maybe... oh. Eh? Okay. Nope, that's too high. Nope. I don't know what I'm doing. Does anybody have any idea what I'm doing? Can they let me know what I'm doing? Because I seem to have lost the plot. Alert, now I'm finally swapping GPU I bought a month ago. If I do not finish before end of stream, have good collab mares. Thank you for wishing that I don't die, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's what that means now. Kind of forgot. Okay. Well, if it's not that, it could be something else. Anyways, go have fun swapping your GPU. I hope your computer doesn't explode. I think the sword rock conversation took my last brain cell out of commission. I'm sleepy now. Rats, my beloved. Have good night, T. Take care of yourself. Good news. Finished well gradient. Bad news. Server is still down and I need a metric fuck ton of prismarine. Oh yeah, the server's been down. Hold on. Is it really still down? Yeah, no, they haven't done any announcements today. That poor server. It's been gone for so long. The NVIDIA drivers will fight the uninstall. I feel like the NVIDIA drivers will just fight, period. Have fun. Don't die. Why do I have a text message? Oh. My dad is informing me about how everything is going at their house. The power went out for a little bit. It's fine. Everybody is fine. Thank you, Zir. Thank you. Wait, my dragons! I need to do my archaeology work for my dragons. Okay, now I set this again. Oh, I guess we're gonna go pet Anne instead of working. I'm doing a really good job of getting a lot of stuff done. Hold on, I'll be right back. It's time to go pet the cat. Where is she? Ah, I have located the cat. And it is time for love and affection. I have bought my cat's love and affection. I gave her treats. She's very happy. Trader, do you want me to send you the book title I'm reading for the lesbian vampire trope book? I can't say it in chat because it uses the word for lesbian Twitch does not like. You know what? I fear for my to-read list, but sure. We won't talk about how many books I have to read that are physically within my house. And how many more I have on digital TBRs. Everywhere. It's fine. Everything is fine. Wow, 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 wow. Maybe I don't
Hello,
like that
Trader
extra
and
layer.
rats. I do fear the cold got to me. My throat is starting to hurt. Anyways, did you know that Rage Quit is 15 years old this year?
Ibit, did you know that Hytale was announced the same year that The Drowned was added to Minecraft? Trout are new, I don't care. Math girl doesn't like me comparing her to an eel. No, I can get that. Sometimes you just don't want to be a slippery guy. Are Eastern dragons not eels? No. No. There's a whole variety of Eastern dragons and most of them are not anything related to eels. Is my character breathing? Sorry. No. Oh, thank God. I've forgotten how to breathe again. Why not? Scales for one? Yeah, scales. A lot of them still have arms and hands too. There's one that's like there's one that's more like horse-ish, like the serious ones from Flight Rising as well. Listen, I just don't like it when my view moves when I'm staring at stuff. It makes my brain itchy in the video game door. I miss Space Game. When will the Space Game come back from the war? Eel milk. Nope, I hate that sentence. I hate that I read that sentence. Eel milk is a thing? I know, I'm allowed to still hate the sentence. A lot of this will get fucked up when I move it and reorient it, and that's fine. You're welcome? I don't like it. Ah, yes, I understand why that anthology would not be liked by Twitch. Eels are not mammals? No. I want Beam. I want beamng.drive. That's not true. It is a little bit true. I do miss beamng.drive. I don't know why I'm getting involved in the detail building process. I should be focusing on just building out everything else first, but no. Here I am, detailing. Either aren't you trying to replace your GPU? Why are you typing? Go back to working on your computer. You have to turn off the computer. You're beaming with joy, yes. I used anthology incorrectly, by the way, sorry. Is it not an anthology? What is it then if it's not an anthology? I'm fighting the NVIDIA drivers currently? Oh, okay, that's valid and fair, I guess. Can I put Christmas lights in here? I'm putting Christmas lights in here. Equipment lights. I wish I could actually put Christmas lights in there. Okay, what cloth options do I have? If I was going to pick colors, it's very reddish, it's very yellowish, it's very warm. We're gonna stick with that. All of my monitors are 800 by 600 and one of them is upside down. Perfect. Everything you've ever needed. Oh. Oh. Would you need to turn them? Can you turn? Turn! Fuck. They have not figured out how to not. I don't think this is working. Hold on. I'll figure it out. How else could I do this in a way that would make sense in here? What other wood? That's not where I type. Wood. Can I use this up there? What if I just replace that with this? So you can do this. I don't know why I'm doing this way or why I'm focusing on this part of the build, but this is the part that, yes, this is the part that's bringing me serotonin, so we're just gonna keep chasing that. Otherwise I will get nothing done. Also, hi Darren, I hope you're having a good time zone. Welcome in. Can I hang this off of this now? Are you gonna get upsetty spaghetti if I do this? Maybe. Huh. I like how sometimes you can make it very scuffed. It's like halfway there. Remember back when all games were technically square? Pepperidge remembers. Do you ever think about how far games have come, but also like how far we haven't come? Also, what the fuck is happening with the new shooter game? Does anybody know? I'm very confused. Yes, I always think about Pong. Okay, no, that's valid. No one is playing it. Is no one actually playing it? What game? Hold on. New FPS shooter 2026. High Guard. Yeah, Concord 2. Is High Guard on Steam? High Guard's on Steam. Do you guys want to hear what the rating is for High Guard right now? From the 18,507 reviews that have come out in the one day that the game has been out. 18,000 reviews in 24 hours. It's mostly negative. Look at the amount of people playing it. Hold on. SteamDB. I'll copy and paste a picture so you guys can see how many people are playing it. Oh. 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 Oh, that is so sad. Oh, that is so sad. Oh, hold on. We'll look at it. Hold on. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna put it on the nonsense window. Oh my god. Oh, it's bad. So I have my mouse hovered at the point that is the peak where the players were at 97,000. Now if you notice, since about 8 a.m., it has been under 25,000. And it has not really gone back up. What game is this? Hytale. This was the game that got announced at the Game Awards. I think from the sound of it, it was that Jeff wanted it at the Game Awards. And so he asked them to announce it. They were originally going to shadow drop it. Here, I will send a link to the Steam page so you guys can go look at it if you want to. It's called Hytale. It's a PvP raid shooter. It's not a hero shooter, but it looks like it should be a hero shooter. I want to go read reviews. This is not helpful. Okay, one person who played it for 3.2 hours gave it a thumbs up and just said, fun. The person directly below that said, ever played a game where they forgot to check if it's fun? Well, look no further. Somebody gave it a thumbs down and just wrote Jeff. Okay, hold on. I need somebody with more like 5. Ooh, somebody with 10 hours who did not recommend. Firstly and most importantly, this game runs like ass. Even if you use the settings listed above and manage to scrape 90-ish FPS, it will still look like ass. This is a massive turnoff and also limiting factor. It's 3v3. Oh, that's the biggest thing I've heard. It's 3v3, but the maps are so fucking massive that there's no way to find people. And so you're just like, if you hear somebody coming, you just run away. Yeah, it's 3v3. If it was a 6v6, I would understand bigger maps, but it sounds like it is 3v3 and too big of a map, so it makes it really hard to play. The game does not hold true to the fast-paced PvP shooter claim. Realistic gameplay consists of 2 minutes reinforcing your base. Meaningless, does almost nothing to slow the attacking players at the current time of writing. 5 minutes walking around the map, opening every chest and hitting every rock to make sure you have a current tier helmet. 2 minutes heated engagement of enemy team at shield breaker. One team dies, other team runs shield breaker to enemy base. 5 minutes base quote-unquote defense, wherein you pretty much just have to outshoot the other team so they have to leave or you lose the game. That's so shit. That is 14 minutes total. Ugh. 7 out of 10 idea, 3 out of 10 execution, 1 out of 10 optimization. Yeah, it sounds like this should be labeled more as a beta than what it is currently. Anyways, back to Hytale. I kind of like this, so I'm gonna do this all the way down. I don't know what's wrong with me, please don't ask. I just like placing the blocks. Anyone been excited about the new Terraria update drop today? I would be excited, but Terraria scares me, so I'm not excited because Terraria scares me. Never mind, I hate this. You know what? I'm just gonna leave the inside banner. I think that makes slightly more sense. The person I was working with in the mail office today was playing Terraria. I mean, it is the kind of day for it. Maybe I should do like... Ugh. Hold on. Hell yeah. Okay, so if we do that there and right there. That looks kind of neat. Are there actual banners I can steal? That wasn't the button I wanted. Builder tools. banner. I could steal. I could steal, except I don't know how to place these. How do I place these? Where do you go? What are you doing? Do you go on nothing? Oh, you only go on several- what? What? Eh? Do you need more support? No? You don't need more support. Why won't you go? Huh. Oh, because you want to. I now understand. But also, that's stupid. What are the placement rules in Hytale? I don't know. I don't know, man. They seem like logical placement rules. It would if there was any indication that it was supposed to be like this. Do I just steal this banner and then replace it with a custom asset later? I think I may just do that. I could probably just retexture these. I think I may just retexture these. You're a custom asset? Thank you. I am unique in this world. In other news, filigree is fun when you understand it, but only after that point and no sooner. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, how do I do stairs? How does one do stairs? How do the stairs? Carefully? That's valid. What do we do with the floor above us? Do we turn that into a wooden floor? It would probably make more sense for it to be a wooden floor, right? So it should probably be made out of hardwood planks. How do I want to do the stairs up to that? I don't know. Hold on, I gotta break through. Can you make it out of skulls? I'm going to be honest, I don't think thematically that would make a lot of sense. I'm not gonna take it out of the equation, but I think thematically it wouldn't really fit. Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god. Huh! One tall. Skulls on spikes. I still think that that might not necessarily fit, but I appreciate the enthusiasm for putting things on to having skulls in the video game. Where's the skull room? Not here. I actually found it helpful to look at cross-stitch patterns because trying to find examples for it done in Minecraft or Blender, people just go don't it hard and give no helpful information after that. That's true. You could also probably look at pixel art. The crossover between Minecraft, pixel art, and cross-stitch, and even crochet patterns. They're very interconnected hobbies, which is probably why I enjoy all of them. We're gonna replace this with this. Execute command. Help, I'm stuck in the walls. Boop. Hold on, I need to replace this door because this is gonna bother me that I did not replace this yet. Oh, is it not tall enough yet? There we go. Then you'd be able to hop through and you'd go through like this back door. Okay, so now I need to figure out what's going on back here. Could I do this out of like... I guess if I wanted to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... Technically this would be... Can somebody explain to me? Why? I love Hytale. Why are the block faces going to give me an aneurysm? I'm gonna cry. In case you wanted MC Escher stairs. No, it's just the fact that the bottom texture of the stairs is going the wrong direction. Like, side by side, these are great. Just write them a strongly worded letter. I will. I will. Because it's very specifically... Hold on, can I... Oh. Why are one of these directional and the other one isn't? Why? Why must they despise me? Hardwood. It's a prototype. Oh, nope, I don't want them that direction. I also don't want them that direction. That song was good. It was Pepper Steak. Wooloo, do you know of the game Off? No? Do I have to play it again? Do I need to play it again? Did you play it for Christmas? No, but I played it twice last year. No, you don't touch. Oh. Oh, interesting. I need to stop breaking the stairs. What happens if I... Ah. You know what? Fuck it. It gets to be angry. If it wants to be angry, it can be angry. Bonk. This way it would make sense for people bringing in stuff. Right here. Where are the corners at slightly different color? Just to mess with you. Play again. You've played 0 times this year though, but I played it twice last year. Don't worry, Wooloo, it's a Christmas time game. Okay, so we have this one. We can go up here. This would probably be a room for managing things. If we're going by the 5... If we're going by the 5 floors, then... Do we just do this for, like... every single one of them? Just do it 5 up? Is that 5 gonna get us to the right place? Oh no. Boom, 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 boom. Oh no, that one's off center. What? One, two, three, four, 5. Okay, those are correct. You know what? Let's just go ahead and fill this tower up with a whole bunch of these, just so that I have something to come back to. 1, no, that's on top. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That pasted where it shouldn't have. That paste should be fine. And then we'll put it right here. Except for that one. Okay, back down the layers we go. Song reminds me of Pink Floyd. It was from Mist. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. At least I'm pretty sure that song was from Mist. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Mist mentioned. It's my favorite childhood puzzle game. It will get mentioned all the time. We're gonna do an extra up here. So now this one should be 6. 1, 2. Oh, this is the bridge area. I know where we are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Correct. I could never figure out Mist. Should I play Abduction again? Because Zira, I think you would understand Mist if I started talking you through how I would play Abduction. Abduction's by the same studio. So it's by Cyan Worlds. Mist is both more rudimentary and not at the same time. But unfortunately I've played all the Mist games, so I can't take you through like my exact like thought process because I've already played them. To be fair, the last time I tried to do Mist was when I was like 10 or 11. I'm trying to remember the last time I played Mist. Well, I played Mist on stream at one point. But it's... When was the last time I played a new Mist game earnestly? When did 5 come out? When did End of Ages come out? This is gonna make me feel old. Oh yeah, no, this makes me old. This makes me old. This makes me old. I saw the date. Oh, I saw the date. Okay, so the last time I probably played Mist in earnestness was in 2005. Maybe in 2006 or 7 when I was playing Uru. Which is not a main Mist title game, but that's when the last Mist title game came out, was in 2005. I don't want to think about that. Ow. Sorry. I just hit the microphone. Everything's fine. I'm fine. I'm not fine. It's fine. I'm great. Hi, everybody. How are you? You guys having a good time zone? I think I've dealt myself psychic damage. One, two, three, four, five. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Perfect! And then this one will be 6. Time to no-clip our way through this. Yum. We won't keep all of these floors, but I want to at least have this marking of, like, where the floors could be. How many floors is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. I think that'll work because the tallest you can climb is the 5, right? No, it's 2, 3, 4. Yeah. And I want to make the floors a little bit hard to be able to, like, go up without doing things. Unless it is intended that you go up without doing a thing. By the way, happy birthday to the large boulder the size of a small boulder tweet. I love that tweet. It's so good. You know what I should replay? I should replay EXO. I should replay EXO and we should try to get the speedrunning achievement. Hytale needs a power slide? You can slide though. It's a little bit annoying the way that I have my everything set up, but it's just shift, crouch, run, crouch. Actually, hold on, let me remap it. If you have it mapped the way it's normally mapped, it's easier, but I also don't do it a lot. You can slide, yeah. You can. Why can't I do it now? It's while you're running. You can roll? Yeah. I don't know how to do anything correctly. I think the rolling will help you to, like, not take as much damage if you're falling off of something. Does sliding change your hitbox? I'm sure it does for enemy attacks, but how, I don't know. But you know what I am gonna do? Steal this. Copy. Now I can just paste this everywhere. Where is it? Oh. Sure. I don't know how I want to do this, because we could just rotate this and do this, like, over here, like this. Or I could do this in a way that makes more sense. Does it work for block traversal though, because crouching does? I think so. I'm pretty sure it does. Actually, because I don't know. I mean, if it... Okay, so if crouching underneath that will let me go through, then theoretically... Hold on. Yeah. I don't know if it makes you a block tall, but it will. As long as you're not running into a wall. Or are better at running than me. Hold on. It's a little bit finicky. No. Yeah, it's not actually I think it just uses your crouch height. Being able to slide under one block gaps would be awesome AF. Is there a crouch mechanic? Hold on. Or not a crouch mechanic, but like a crawl mechanic? What if ads are gonna be playing soon? I'm very sorry. Hold on. I'm having an adventure right now. Can I? This is so sad. Oh. Hmm. Hmm. There's like a sweet spot. Weird. Okay, back to this. Do I just put everything like across and do a 1, 2, 3, 4 space? So like 1, 2, 3, 4. Would that be? Is this good enough? Am I fine with this? Is this my life now? Do I just put... Well, I think it's off-center. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It was never on center to begin with. I needed to make it one wider. Your life is salt block? Can it be salt block? Can it be? I want to be a salt block. No, I don't. I'm salty enough as it is. Salt lick? No. Salt no. Unless vampire, in which case, maybe. Is salt lick gonna be a banned word? Maybe one day. I'm too lazy to ban more words though, so you're like, fine. B. Paste. I'm gonna be real, I forgot I could chat on my laptop. Resident technology man forgets that technology exists every day of his life. And for that, we make fun of him. Was that 4 or did I do that too few? 1, 2, 3. I did do that too few. Boop. 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 Actually, whoop. We're going to just select and delete this so that I can do it again. Delete? No. Clear. Perfect! Now delete. Ah. Hold on. 1, 2, 3. Now it's too many. That's too many forward. Delete. Correct amount? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes. In other news, PC is significantly less dusty than I thought it would be on the inside. How is the outside? Do you have to dust your PC? You should be going through and using like an air thing to spray out some of the dust and clean off some of your fans when you can. You should be doing that to your computer. Ether is a real one, parentheses, idiot / lighthearted. Just realized the symbol for gen loss is also in Cult of the Lamb. I wonder if that's where Rambo got his information. I don't think so, but maybe. Oh, inspiration. I don't know. When did gen loss come out? (2023). But when did Cult of the Lamb come out? I have it on Steam. Why am I trying to look it up on Google? Cult. Somebody's playing Cult of the Lamb right now. Cult of the Lamb came out in 2022. Original Gen Loss was Beat Duo Meetup. I don't think necessarily Cult of the Lamb is where Rambo got the symbol from. I feel like he was thinking about gen loss as a concept way before, but I won't rule it out as a place that he got some inspiration. It's getting late, I'm going to bed. Have a good time zone, take care of yourself, don't do any crimes that I would not do myself. I don't know how to rotate things. Is that- oh. Oh god. Is this correct? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes. Do I like this? Do I like this? Do I like this? How do I feel about this? If you were to... So you're inside of the building, come in from that one side, and then it's just a whole bunch of back and forths. Actually, which side is it gonna wind up on for that one? So if it's right, left, right, left, right. Maybe I like that up to here. And then we'll do something else for the higher up levels. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I wouldn't be surprised if it was some inspiration, but defo not all. Rambo... So, how do I describe this in the way that I think that Rambo works creatively without implying I understand how Rambo works creatively, because I don't. I think Rambo is very similar to me in that the ideas exist for a long time in the head, and then when you get the chance to do them, sometimes you take some like visual like things from other things, but in general you're spending a lot more time. I didn't mean to punch that high up. A lot of the ideas are coming from somewhere else first, and they're getting their final polish from other things. I need the paste button to be less sensitive and stop mass pasting things. If I do crime, I'll paint my nails first. Have good times on Zier. Have fun. Oh yeah, I'm also excited for Rat Realm. Do the rats still want to do a Rat Realm? I don't know if we've lost it, since I feel like some people are very tired of the realm now. But I'm still gonna do it for at least 2 months. It's going to happen. You cannot escape it. You cannot fight it. It's happening. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ah. In theory, yes. In practice, I want to dig hole. Would it make you feel better if I told you that I think I've picked out the seed we're gonna use? And I picked it not only for this, but because I very quickly found a number of... Never mind, this didn't work the way I wanted it to, but I think it'll actually work better this way. I found a number of deserts. I'm not happy with Realm, but I might join for fun. The point of Rat Realm is going to be... No. Hold on. Aether, no capitalism. I hope all of you realize this. There's, like, zero capitalism. There's gonna be no market, there's gonna be no selling of things, there's just going to be number up time. And build cool buildings, and a couple of, like... I have a couple of events planned. I have the plan for... I have to decide whether or not I give you the Nether day one. I might hold off on the Nether and make you wait a week for it, and then, like, a week later, then there's the end. I have a plan for the end event, and then I have, like, 1 or 2 further ideas. And that'd be it. That'd realistically be it. It would basically just be, here's the opening date, here's the closing date of the server. You will get a download at the end, you are constrained to this amount of world border. Which will still be pretty big. I want to let the rats roam, but I just don't want to make it too big. And then you go nuts. You can make stories, you can not make stories, you can build a tower to the heavens, you can build a pit to hell. You do whatever your heart's desire. No, but I definitely do understand that the realm is, like, tiring. I don't want to give up on it entirely, because there's some little things that I do enjoy about it, but I've had a hard time with the way that the voice mod is configured, and the way that people are using it is really difficult, so I keep going back and forth on whether or not the Rat Realm will have voice mod and stuff. I just want to give people a fun time where they can do number up and make something cute. That's realistically what I want to give you guys, is what I wanted from the realm. You guys go make your houses, you make a town hall, you make trading stalls for things, you conspire against each other, you blow something up. It's done in lighthearted fun. There's no worrying about, like, life system, there's no worrying about, like, money, there's no worrying about, like, town claims, there's, like, a little bit stricter control on, like, who's in it, so that, like, we're not worried about people suddenly coming out of the woodwork to, like, grief things. I just want it to be a good time. Okay, I didn't fuck up the outside of the tower. I personally love Tubbo Realm VC, but I'm also a Rust player. I think you missed some of the things that a lot of people did not like, which were like really spammy loud things at spawn constantly. And like some of the admins doing things that were triggering people that were epileptic. So I think some of that stuff definitely needs to be dealt with differently than the way that the admins did, because the admins were generally part of the problem. Let me up. Okay, we're gonna go fill in these holes just so that this is easier to do. We know that everything is measured correctly. I have no general problem with like VCs and things. I just don't think on a public server like that, with the audience that Tubbo has, that it was going to be a safe or well-utilized thing. I think for certain communities, like the Freaks, and I think for the Rats, and I think it was fun when I got to go around and meet people that way, in smaller, more controlled ways. But when you have like a hub like that, it's really tough. But I still haven't decided if I'm going to put anything around that mod in there, because I don't know how to make it. I need to go figure out how to I need to know how to set it up so that people do not have to have the voice mod in order to play the server, because that's my only requirement for it. That's my only requirement, is if I install it, you have to be able to play without it. Because I want people that don't want to mod the game to be able to just load it. The amount of ear rape alone is why I refuse to get it, and has actively made some people upset that I'm like, hey, I don't care that it's easy to set up. I don't want voice proxy on a public server. I think it would be fine with the Rats, but I would still like the option to not. Do I just make all of these floors out of wood? I think I need to just make all these floors out of wood. We're just gonna make them all out of wood. We can replace it later. It doesn't force it. It's really good at making sure it doesn't require players to download it. I need to double check that that configuration will work with a server. Is really, really what I need at this point. I just need to confirm that it works that way for a server, and like it won't prompt players to download it when I load it. So that's the only thing that I haven't tested for that. But most of the work that I've been doing for the server right now has been figuring out the seeds so that I can pre-gen a fair amount of it so that we don't have a ton of lag on day one. Okay, time to do something weird. Replace. Cool. 100,000 blocks changed. Neat. All my floors are wooden now. And we can do some fun stuff with the floors later. I just need something so that it's patterned more in line with the way that I want it to look. You know what I need to do is I need to add lights. I need to figure out how lights are going to work for this, because right now we don't have any lights and I don't know how lights work. They scare me. I'll use lanterns. Oh, wait, hold on. It's dark now. No. Probably also want a torch. Can I just set... Hold on. Okay, well... So I've learned today that I can just put a fire on the floor. I should not be able to wield that power. I guess these are the braziers that are meant to go. But I don't know if I want that. I don't think I want green. Maybe I need to custom texture this one. If I'm gonna do this, we'll leave them here temporarily. I want the red fire. I don't want blue. And I like the lantern. No, it very obviously looks like a place to go, so it'd be very easy to spot this. Oh god, it's so dark in here. What other light blocks are there? Soil, ores, plants, fluids, portals. I guess that'd just be in decoration. Except I feel like there's blocks missing. Maybe in furniture? Light. Torches. Lamp. I could use the chandeliers. Mood bunch, never enough slots. Yeah, there's never enough slots though in your inventory for anything. This game especially has the problem. These GPUs with their 3-slot requirements now, I have to move all my other expansion cards down and my GPU covers the slot underneath so I can't use it anymore. Your life is full of suffering, Ether. How will you ever survive? 1, 2, 3, 4. Wow, wow, wow. 1, 2, 3, 4? Yeah. By crying. You know what? That's valid. That's valid. Have you thought about making your own slots? I've already thought about modding this to make this look nicer. I think I want to do some custom assets for this. I think that's going to be one of the things that I work on after I'm done with, like, trying to blitz through a whole bunch of, like, the building. And I'm trying to remind myself that, like, even though in the 3 hours I feel like I haven't made a ton of progress, it's important for me to also remember that whatever the hell I'm doing in here is technically also... Can I not? Why can't I interact with that? Okay, that's fine. Everything that I'm doing in there is replicable into that. So. No, I think Star's also saying that to you. How would an extension cable help you right now? Actually, no, if you were to get an extension cable, wouldn't you have to, like, stop what you're doing right now? It's because I'm no-clip? No. I'm not allowed to interact with doors. pause quietly at door, let me in. Yeah, but how would that help you right now? You wouldn't be able to do your install right now unless you wanted to go back and reconfigure things later. An extenthernet cable. That's awful. That's horrible. Intention cable. Not even an extension cable. An intention cable. Nope, you can't take it back now. That's your new name. An intention cable. You're a little bit more tense. Can I get rid of these? Oh, no. It's too ominous now. Yes, I can see what's going on back here. That's a cool lamp. Why can't I put this on the wall? This is stupid. I hate it here. Can't have shit in the video game. Can't put things on walls that you want to put on walls. Stupid.
Rats less than 3 I want to write, but I probably should NT in bed, but also drama quadruple A.
Drama? Have a good time zone. Take care of yourself. Quadruple A. I understand. Is the winter garland pretty? Does it light things? No, but it's pretty. Cute! Shit! Quadruple A game. Isn't that what GTA thinks it is? Okay, that's cute, but not really the aesthetic that I want. What about you? If I could retexture you, you would be perfect. Do we think GTA 6 is gonna come out this year for real? Or are we all assuming that it's not going to? Because I feel serious doubt in my heart. I love that Ubisoft was touting that they make quadruple A games now and that we need to get used to the price keyword was. If it does, I think it will plop, to be honest. I think it'll do... Ether, did you see the chart? Did you see the chart of what the new FPS is doing for player base right now? The one that got not shadow dropped on that announced during the Game Awards. What was the name of it? I've already forgotten what it is. I just want to look at it again. 97,000 for like less than an hour. Look at that. Look at those numbers. Under 25,000. 18,000 reviews. For mostly negative. My dragons. I don't think I need to fully light up this yet, because I think there might be stuff in here. So I want to make sure I leave room for this stuff. I want to see what the numbers are like in a week. Probably still bad. It sounds like everybody's upset with a lot of the choices that they've made, and I don't think they're going to move fast enough to fix those choices in less than a week. Because it's like map size and team size. I don't think they're going to be able to fix that fast enough. We are just going to go ahead and set down some of these on every floor just so that I have something to see by. 1, 2, 3. Granted, I'll mostly be in here in full bright, but I want to make sure that I have lighting for when I'm testing things and not full bright. Would I be replicating this? Probably. Will I? No. But we only need to go up to the floor that has the big door. I'm more curious as to how low they'll get since they're still above 10k. I think the people that are still playing it right now are a mix of people that want to be there for the bit of being in the game in one of the games that people are really hating on. And I think there might be a couple of people who are trying in earnest to give the game a solid try, which is commendable. I don't begrudge those players anything. But I think it will go lower. I would not be surprised if the total number goes under 10k. Soon. I don't think they'll be able to sustain a player base. It sounds to me like it's like if Splitgate had come out in beta and pretended that it was a full release. To which a lot of players would immediately go, this is okay, but it's not good right now, and you need to fix everything before I will consider it a good game. So I don't know why they thought a shadow drop would have been a good idea. Actually, you know what? That's the most confusing part. Why did they think that a shadow drop for this game was going to be a good idea? Who put that in their heads? And how do I tell them that they're stupid? Stairs. I need cobblestone stairs. That's basalt. Nope. Is this basalt or is this cobble? No, it's basalt. Never mind. I'm insane. Perfect. Okay, so we won't worry about any of the floors above this one, because it would not be worth it long term. Especially since I don't know how they're going to look. I have been here for 15 minutes trying to make the shit-ass plastic peels off the GPU. F. I feel like a shadow drop would have gone better. I don't think it would have. I think people would have gone like, why are you shadow dropping a game that's not ready to be played? I think there still would have been a lot of complaints from everybody involved. I'm still not allowed to interact with the door. Okay. You can solve this problem by just bashing through the door. You know what I actually probably should do is look for windows. We'll use tavern window, maybe? Lumberjack window wouldn't make sense. Lost civilization window would also look good. I guess let's try these. We'll go up a floor. Get the feedback and improve before going mainstream and having to fix it before your permanent image. I think people still would have been upset regardless of how they did it. I don't think there was really any way for them to save themselves. Can I hammer these? Hammer. Oh. Hammer. Hammerhead shark. Yep. No. I want real windows. Nope. Hold on, does this do this with all the window types? Because I knew before when you were placing windows, you could get different things to show up. No, you can. Is it always going to be that one, though? Okay, so does that one just not show up broken at all? What about this one? Oh, no. I think they'll fix it eventually when they have something like a, an actual glass system, because right now the only the only thing that happens with glass right now, if you make it, is you just smelt sand. It's you put sand in furnace, you get a glass bottle immediately. There's no in between. So right now this is the best that we have, which is whatever it is. But I need to decide, are there light blocks? If I type the word light, what the fuck is a mott of light? What do you do? Eh? What do you do? Oh, it's an ingredient. Is there a light block? Surely there's got to be a light block somewhere in this. Green screen. Maybe not. Maybe I'll have to get creative with the light sources. The crystals all generate light. I guess if I just went inside and I put more lights closer to the window, it'd be fine. If I just put these. And then we just weep whap. It does glow a little bit more. And the only saving grace of this window type right now is that if you wanted to show that it was glowing more out of the bottom half of this, you can do this, which is a great visual effect of you get, like, you can see lights. This is for a far away type of thing, which I do like, but then when you're up close and next to it, then you have two different wood types next to each other, and therefore it looks a little bit funky. So I don't know if this is something that I want to use, or if this is something that I like do a different way somehow. I don't know how I'm gonna do this. But these are the ones, these are the questions that ultimately end up mattering, because I need to figure out how to do some of this. So... I'm just gonna turn back on my Fulbright so I can look and do things a little bit easier. Okay. Should be 3 in. Do I want to have windows on all sides? Maybe on the bottom floor we could have windows on all sides, except for inside, and then on the other floors it will depend on who or what we are doing. Okay, there's one broken window. Maybe that's the real issue, is that I need to go in and make some custom textures that just open some of these textures up a little bit. Because, like, that's great. That's fun. But I want that on more things than just, like, the one. I want to be able to dictate where some of that goes. Maybe that would be a feedback for them, is, like, broken window panes are great. Let me dictate where those spawn. Give me another window pane type for each of the window panes that's just broken. I don't know how you do it, but just give me that, because this is bad. If I can't have all of that one, and I can't pick where they go, this fucking sucks. Maybe I'm just nitpicking. Maybe I don't need to be this harsh on it. Maybe I'm insane. Maybe it's Maybelline. This reminds me that I need to go buy another concealer before I forget, but that's a not today issue. I need to just put that down on a list. I have a planner for a reason. Why am I not using it? Why is my brain empty? And then I need to figure out something different to do for the windows on the floor where you go out to the bridge. I do want these to be useful for exploration later, but I'm not going to worry about the parkour of it right now. Forgot make was a thing people wear daily. Oh, makeup? Yeah, and not just for art performance things. And I was like, question mark, why do you need concealer? I need it because I keep getting a pimple. And it makes me stressed. Although I don't wear a lot of makeup. The most I really wear is eyebrow pencil and eyeliner. Because I like fun colored eyeliner. But because I've been doing the eyeliner, every time I look at my face really close in the mirror, I see that pimple that is just a little bit angry, even though it is on its way to healing, and I just want more concealer so I have the option to conceal. Don't feel, don't let it show. Let it go. Like Elsa said in the hit movie Frozen. Realistically, what I really want to do is I want to go get another fun colored eyeshadow palette, and then forget what the product's called, but there's something that basically helps make your eyeshadow longer lasting. It helps lock the pigment in place, and I forgot what the name of the specific product I was using is. It doesn't really matter. But if you use that with eyeshadow that's fun colors, you can kind of mix and match colors more minutely for eyeliner, which is very fun. 10 out of 10, would recommend. Makeup is great when it takes less than 15 minutes to put on. Anything past that is too much in my opinion. I mean, it's like dyeing your hair or doing other things. Like, I don't like the time and energy that it takes to dye hair, so I don't dye my hair. Chemicals smell a whole bunch. I'm afraid of burning off my hair. Not really interested in it. So it's not worth it, in my opinion, to dye your hair very frequently. But it is a form of self-expression. And if your form of self-expression takes more than 15 minutes to set up in the morning, that's on you. If that's what you like doing, go for it. What if I just tattoo the makeup on me? I have terrible news for you. Do you know that that's a really common thing to do? Do you know that people get microblading done on their eyebrows to help fill in their eyebrows so they don't have to do eyebrow pencils or anything? I'm aware of it for like eyebrows and that's it. They do other tattoos. You can get lip tattoos, basically, that are just color in your lip. It doesn't last forever, and I'm sure it looks blotchy as hell at some point, but it is a thing. Yeah, the eyeliner one freaks me out. I could never do that, but that's because eyeliner one freaked me out. Plus symbol. I want this one to be lit. But yeah, no, tons of people wear it. There's don't ask me why I know of this content creator or why I've watched enough of her content to know this, but there is a content creator that I followed for a brief period in, I think, in COVID era, but she talked about her experience in jail and like the reality of what jail is like, and because I am a curious George kind of person, I watched a whole bunch of it because I have no idea what jail is like, and the concept of jail is very foreign to me and what it would actually be like. And so while watching it, she talked about, like, people do go into jail with makeup tattooed on them, and then all of the COs that see them yell at them because they think that they're wearing contraband makeup. But no, that shit is tattooed on them. So it's common enough that it's a thing that's come up in jail systems before. Oh. Can I open these doors? These doors are permeable. I think I need to not have this one. And that I need to stop punching holes in the floor. My issue is I love doing makeup, but then I look at myself in the mirror and then I go, okay, I've done that, kill it now, no one else will ever perceive me. I call that shower makeup. Where you just go like, you do a whole bunch of like ridiculous makeup for funsies, and, and then you go take a shower. Maybe I kill... Hold on, we're gonna try doing this. Actually. Because I also don't really like the process of being perceived with makeup, like, too intensely. But every now and then, sometimes you just gotta lean into the whimsy and put an excellent cat eye on yourself. Okay, you don't need that in your hand. Okay, that looks better. I think if I leave it like this, so that you have one looking out that way, you have those going up every other layer, all the way up. And then I'll figure out something for that. Either it's just going to be so infrequent on that side, and then I have other decorations over there or something. But I think that's going to look better. I think it's also fun to do makeup when you have a friend that will like do makeup for funsies, and then you can be like, do you want to do my makeup for funsies? Please do my makeup for funsies. And then you go wash it off right after because it's just made to be silly. I think playing with makeup is actually one of the most valuable things that people don't do enough of. I think if more people fucked around with makeup, they would find out more things about themselves. Not even like gender identity or anything, just they would find out more things about themselves. Actually really good at doing eyeliner thanks to marching band and having to do it reliably on a moving bus with no mirror. Yeah, that's the kind of shit, like, having a friend that knows how to do that, very fun. Because then you can see yourself with more accurate makeup. In this essay, I will outline why I think everybody should do more ridiculous stuff in their life. You should do stuff that has no real meaning. You should do stuff for the hell of it. You should do whatever makes you happy. You should commit a crime. Don't do that, actually. Never mind. I take it back. Don't commit any crimes. What if I just put lanterns? We're not gonna question how these get here or who turns them on or off. These are just gonna live here. I can make them real or something later. It doesn't really matter right now. Did I ever finish the other side of this? Yes. Oh yeah, no, that's fun and ominous. There's a little bit of light bleed through. So I need to put something in that corner if I want to put lights there. Okay, that was incredibly satisfying. Ooh, actually, I really like the way that looks. I don't care that it's going to take an extra second to do this. I want to also do it naturally. Just because the noises are fun. Every year at the beginning of the season, I would end up teaching all the new people eyeliner and they get scared to let me do their makeup because my hands shake very bad. But then I'd be like, no, trust, and then surprise them, and it always was great. Yeah! placing blocks and shit, cause this is fucking Hytale. Wonderful. I think more people should mess with things about self-expression. That's all I know. Maybe like more than it should have. Are you too placing blocks and shit because this is fucking Hytale? Is there an irony in listening to Minecraft music while I'm placing blocks in Hytale? I have to sneeze. Okay, I'm fine now. 1, 2, 3. Wait, 1, 2, 3. Okay. That should be fine. I need that other block. You! I want more people to explore gender. I just want people to try shit. I don't care if they don't get a single thing about gender out of the thing that they try. I just want them to try things. I guess the word I'm looking for is that I want people to be more open-minded. Maybe. This is a hard maybe. I need some other shapes in order to make this look nice. And I also don't think I can do it on this side. I think I can only do it all the way around on the other side, and then this side's just gonna be bare. Oh no, bears. Oh, it's the end of stream. Ah, no ads. Snooze. Okay, well, I did a whole bunch of floors, and I did a whole bunch of very small details that don't really matter. But I am feeling better about what I'm doing, and I think I have some ideas for stuff moving forward, which is realistically what I needed out of this. So, I think that's fine. I think I've done enough. I think I've done a good job. Will I be done with this map anywhere near the end of this month? No. But that's okay, because at least, at the very least... How many words am I at? Where is it? At the very least, for my world building project, I'm at 95,000 words as of today. So at the very least, I will probably reach the end of the month and get to 100,000 words inside of a project and about 40 to 50,000 words written this month so far. That's progress of a different kind. Anyways, quit. Hi everybody. Thank you for joining me on my adventure through I don't know what the hell I'm doing, but I'm certainly here and I'm certainly trying things, and you're here and you're trying things, I guess, maybe. Here, you can have a stand. Very large stand. I need him to be at 5% opacity again. But, probably going to do more Hytale on Thursday because I do want to try to force myself to get through more of this, and it works really well on streams. I don't know why. I don't know why my brain is the way it is. But it is the way that it is. And that's all I really have. I hope that you guys have a good time zone. Take care of yourselves. Do whatever you need to do to exist in the world. That was a sentence. Maybe I need to do more things to figure out how to exist in the world. It's fine. Drink water, eat food, take your meds, get some sleep, take a shower, probably somewhere in there. Touch grass, read a book. Think really hard about life and the stuff in it that matters to you. Do the things that matter to you. Have fun on the journey of creating things. I will see you guys on Thursday for more Hytale building. I might do some building in between. We'll see if I have time. But regardless, I'll see you guys on Thursday. Goodbye!
Peel mares.